Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Goretti and I am the counselor at Butterfly Project. So today I wanted to talk about a topic, something that comes up in my sessions all the time. It is something that I have gotten really good at doing, and it's called a paradigm shift. Okay, so if you guys don't know what that means, basically a paradigm shift is a way to shift your perspective, to completely shift your perspective. A paradigm shift also is something used to be able to completely change your situation without actually doing anything, okay, without physically changing anything. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. This is something, like I said, I use in my sessions all of the time. I used to be the biggest worrywart and I had a really hard time kind of shifting my perspective. I had this kind of one track mind where I would look at a bad situation and I would think that the world was ending, right? Like it was a catastrophe. Everything bad was happening. And so I actually learned this very early on in my life. When I was 26 years old, I was diagnosed with cancer. And so that completely changed my life. It was a huge wake-up call. It truly was a blessing in disguise and led me on this path. And so I started practicing paradigm shifts along with other things, of course. And it's not just positive thinking, okay? It is a little bit different than that. But over time, as I practiced this and got better and better at it, I became like the queen of paradigm shifts, okay? I'm really good at doing this. I'll take any situation and I will shift it and I will turn it into something positive and good, or see the blessing that came from it, okay? But like I said, paradigm shifts can completely change your life without you actually physically changing anything. So if you were in my office right now, okay, and I tell this to my clients when they're here, when I'm sitting across from them, they're looking at a wall. So if you're sitting in a room right now, look at the wall that's in front of you, okay? That's one worldview that you have, looking at that wall. But if all you do is, you don't even have to shift your whole body, you just need to turn your head over, that is a completely different wall. That's a completely different world, right? When you look at it that way. So when you guys shift your perspective, when you have this paradigm shift, the paradigm shift is you shift the perspective and all of a sudden you see something completely new. You see a whole new world. You see solutions. You see things that weren't there before, okay? When you were focused on that, what's right in front of you. So paradigm shifts are great if you have like a problem or there's a situation or an issue that's right in front of you and you say, hey, like, I don't know how I'm going to change this, right? Or you're looking at a situation, you think it's like really bad. If you have a shift in perspective, you have that paradigm shift, right? And you turn over and you all of a sudden, the paradigm shift is when like, that light bulb moment, right? When things click, when that switch goes off and you're like, oh my goodness, I see something completely different. That's the paradigm shift. Okay. So we need to shift our perspective to be able to get there. And so when you have a problem in front of you and you don't see an answer, you don't see how you're going to come out of this. Like, how are you going to change things? How is this going to get better? When you shift your perspective and have that paradigm shift, all of a sudden solutions come up, right? Things change for you, I'm not really sure of an example right now. I really didn't think about that. I wasn't going to share one. But if you're struggling with anything right now, how else can you view your situation? How else can you look at it? If you really, sometimes it also takes taking a few steps back from the situation. When you have something far too close to your face, like I can't see the detail in my hand right now, but if I pull my hand away, now I can see it clearly, right? So it's just like the camera, that we all have, on our phones and stuff. When you zoom into something and it's too close, you can't see the details. It's fuzzy, right? But if you zoom out, now all of a sudden you can see it clearly, and the camera tells you that too, right? Zoom out so that you can see clearly. It's the same kind of thing. So in your situation, take a few steps back Now you can actually see the situation a little bit clearer. And also with that, you get a different perspective because you zoomed out, right? You've, taken a few steps back, but also this helps to give you an opportunity to shift your focus, to have that paradigm shift. So that would be the first thing. Take a few steps back. Something else that can happen or that's helpful with paradigm shifts is actually verbalizing it with somebody else, talking it out with someone. Sometimes when we just hear ourselves talking things out with people, we kind of work it out ourselves, or that person, whether it's a friend or a family member, or in my case, working with clients, working with a therapist is super helpful, because then your counselor or therapist can help you shift and see a different perspective. So sometimes it takes an external person to help you have that paradigm shift. But the other thing is, if it's just you with yourself, you can ask yourself, how else can I look at this situation, right? Is this really all that bad? I'll give you an example. Like, let's say, you're having a hard time when it comes to work, and you're looking for a job, or maybe you're in a job that's just not fulfilling, or it's not giving you enough hours, or you're not getting paid enough, right? How can we look at this? Yeah, okay, that's a bad situation. How can we look at this? Well, do you really enjoy that kind of work? Is that really the place that you want to be? Could this be an opportunity for you now to do something else? Could this be an opportunity for you to maybe go back to school and actually do what you want to do? Could this be an opportunity for you to find a better place to work in? Maybe you're going to be working closer to home because it kind of forces you to go and find the job, right? So just shifting your perspective. How else can you look at this? So one of the best questions, I like to tell people to ask themselves is, when you look at your situation, what would be a good thing that might come out of this, right? Like the job situation. Maybe you end up in a better paying job, something that you love, right? Closer to home. Maybe it's a better work environment. Sometimes people are stuck in jobs that are like in a toxic work environment, right? So what is some benefits that you can see? And yeah, sometimes it takes brainstorming. Sometimes it takes you really, kind of diving deep and thinking, deeper. Sometimes it takes that external perspective to kind of help you shift things. It's just like, when, we've all heard this, when there's, an accident or something that happens, and, let's say, the police go and there's witnesses and they ask for everybody's kind of statement. What happens? Everybody has a different perspective of that event and what happened, right? And that's because maybe they're standing in different places, or just the way that they see the world, the way that they see information, the way that they process things is different. Each individual is different, so each individual person is going to have a different perspective, right? And that's why I say, when you talk to other people, that can help you shift your perspective, because you'll get different perspectives from people, and then you can have a paradigm shift. Okay, so if you are struggling with anything and you would like help, kind of shifting your perspective or having a paradigm shift, like I said, I am the queen at doing that. It is something I naturally now do, but like I said, it has been years in the making. I wasn't always this way, so it definitely takes practice. But if you would like help with that, definitely I have my information in the description box below, where you guys can contact me and be able to work with me. Yeah, and also if you are struggling with any kind of self-love, self-worth, self-esteem issues, feeling unworthy, not good enough, not confident, insecure, anything like that, I would absolutely love to have you join me for the self-love embodiment workshop that I'm having on Friday, February the 23rd at 6 p.m. until around 8 p.m. It's going to be about 2 hours long Central Time. And it will be on Zoom. There will be some question and answer period towards the end, and also I will be recording the workshop, and that's going to be a bonus that I'll be sending to you after the workshop is done. I will send that to everybody through email that attends. If you can't attend, if you come late, if you have to leave early, you can still purchase the workshop because you will have the recording. So that's an added bonus. And it is, you know, I've made it super affordable because, as you guys know, I absolutely love helping people. It is the thing I am most passionate about. And also with, you know, Valentine's Day, you know, this week, and, you know, just talking about love and self-love and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of extra love and make it really affordable for everybody. So it is going to be, you'll have 2+ hours, like I said, plus the recording, and it is like, you know, quite a bit less than even a 1-hour session with me. Okay, so don't forget, you guys, I am always harping on you for loving yourselves and investing yourselves. If you don't invest in yourself, nothing changes. If you don't invest in yourself, you can't expect for, you know, other people to do that. And really at the core of so many issues that we have in life, including, you know, whether it's, you know, issues with our health or issues with, you know, money or relationships, at the core, at the center of that is actually, you know, self-love, right? So that is going to be kind of like a crash course, and it will be, you know, like a class. I'm going to give you guys lots of information, lots of wisdom, but I'm also going to give you, you know, the tools and techniques needed and the skills to be able to shift this, and I'll give you a lot of guidance. So it's going to be kind of like, you know, a roadmap, okay, to loving yourself. All right, my loves? So if you think that this video would be helpful for anybody, don't forget to share it. Also like this video, comment down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do so. I would absolutely love to have you here as part of this ever-growing butterfly community. And you guys, when you do any number of these things or all of these things, truly it is the best way and the easiest way to support me and my channel, to help my channel to grow and to get my messages out there. Yeah, so that's all I want to share with you guys today. Don't forget to do all those things, and remember that I appreciate each and every one of you, and don't forget to give yourself some extra love, because self-love is one of the most important things. All right, my loves, so thanks so much for being here. I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.